Good morning and good luck. And welcome back to Good Luck with Gino. I'm your host, Gino the Ghost, and we're back with episode 34. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, what I need you to do, you need to make sure you're subscribed. If you're not, fix it, because that's a you problem. Okay? Fix that, subscribe, like, comment, leave a 5-star review. If this is your first time listening and you're like, well, I want to wait to hear the episode before I give it a 5-star review. If this first 7 seconds isn't an indicator of how good this fucking podcast is, I don't know what to tell you. Okay? If you're listening or watching on YouTube, which you should be, because once again today, I look immaculate. I put my pinky ring on my right hand today. It's normally on my left hand, but the way the podcast is set up, I'm waving around my right hand, and I want to make sure you guys get a good view of the ice. So we've moved it over to the right hand. I'm also rocking this very cool vintage Michigan shirt. Do you know why I'm wearing this Michigan vintage shirt? Well, it's because Michigan just kicked the shit out of Ohio State. And that's cause for celebration. Because we don't fuck with Ohio over here. And we definitely don't fuck with the Ohio State Buckeyes. Go blue. Anyway, if you're watching on YouTube, which you should be, make sure you're subscribed, hit the like button, leave a comment below, share it with a loved one. Getting into the week. Today is Saturday. Yesterday was Black Friday, which we're going to talk about. But the day before was Thanksgiving. And I had a pretty good Thanksgiving, all things considered. Don't ask me about the fucking Lions game. We're not going to talk about it. Moving on. Thanksgiving was great. You know, I didn't, normally I stuff my face to the point of food coma, but this year we decided to take a more conservative approach, and I just ate a great amount of food. I left room for dessert, which I devoured in responsible fashion. I felt amazing. And so that's kind of just continuing our theme of responsible eating, right? And that's why my Thanksgiving overall, you know, the food was good, everything was good. It was a great holiday, all things considered. Not talking about the Detroit Lions. Um, I didn't. Again, a little foreshadowing what we're talking about this year. I didn't go crazy on Black Friday yesterday, but I did buy this plugin. If you're a musician and you're listening to this, I implore you. This is not an ad. I bought a plugin called the God Particle, which a lot of my friends have been using. My boy Fede Vinver, who's a producer I work with a lot, 7-time Grammy winner. He's got the craziest vocal chain in the world. He's the only producer that records in Ableton, that records vocals in Ableton that I like. Okay. I hate recording in Ableton, but his shit is fire. He's been telling me to get this plugin. Guys, it is a game changer. It's on sale, probably still. It was like $70. It has replaced 10 years of music mixing knowledge and a 6-year master chain that I've been using in Pro Tools. Literally one plugin. It's the only thing I put on my master channel now. It's incredible. It was developed by Jason Joshua, who's like the best mixer in the game right now. Him and Manny Marroquin. It's amazing. Again, not an ad, but if you're a producer or a songwriter or an artist and you have your own setup, which you should have your own setup, you go buy that fucking plugin. It's free at $70. What else happened this week? Oh, just a general point. Guys, the podcast, it's growing. Don't look now, but our journey to becoming the #1 podcast in the world, we're on a 100K 1,000 follower speed run right now. We're moving right along. We're going viral every other day, aren't we? And I say we because we're doing it together, right? Because this isn't just my show, it's our show. No, it's my show. But I do appreciate all the love, and it's been pretty great. Just seeing, seeing it grow, seeing the hard work pay off, and we're just getting started. We're just getting started. 2024 is going to be just a fucking monster year, and I'm going to be insufferable, right? I'm going to be just, if you thought humility was something that I have had trouble grasping, I'm going to be Butterfingers. I'm going to be looking like Quentin Johnson out there, just trying to. We're coming up on Christmas, and as is tradition during the holiday season, 'tis the season for Republicans to get pissed off about Christmas, and the left just absolutely spoiling it for them with their wokeness. So, the last probably 5 years, it's been this whole thing with people saying Happy Holidays instead of Merry Christmas, or even worse, Merry Xmas. They're taking Christ out of Christmas. But this year, we've got something even better. This clip from Fox News, of course. Yeah, I mean, this is an absolute gem. Here we go.
Gay Nutcracker, complete with a rainbow hat, a trans flag, full price $12, but right now it's on sale for $8. Target also sells Santa ornaments, but Target's Santa is in a wheelchair and is black.
It doesn't make sense. You have to ask yourself, why do they keep pushing this? Who are they trying to appeal to? Because despite what the media portrays or how politicians are voting, this doesn't represent the overwhelming majority of how this country, really how the world, feels on this issue.
Racist. Racist.
I think majority of people, parents especially, they can acknowledge that gay Nutcracker and black disabled Santa has gone way too far.
Okay. I mean, look, the one thing I'll agree with on this podcast with that clip, there is zero purpose for a trans Nutcracker with the trans flag. That was created solely to piss off Republicans. And boy, mission accomplished. They were sitting there making that trans Nutcracker like, do you know what'll get these motherfuckers riled up? You know what'll really drive sales? Put a trans flag on the back of the Nutcracker. We're going to talk about black disabled Santa in a second. I just got to talk about the Nutcracker first. First of all, Nutcrackers are pretty gay. Can I say that? I can say that now, right? We're over people getting canceled for saying gay. It's pretty gay, objectively. A Nutcracker, right? The jokes write themselves. Now, it's hilarious that, of course, folks would choose to be territorial over the sexuality of Nutcrackers. Like, what a strange hill to die on. Do you know what Nutcrackers are? They're like German soldiers, I think. And they just like who to get on the news and to be like, it's gonna really fucking piss you off back home. Are you a white male? Are you sick of Christmas dying? Just like, and then black disabled Santa. Dude, the fact that they are so pissed that there is a black Santa Claus in a wheelchair. Listen to the outrage and just the snarkiness in his voice. Hold on, let me pull this. Let me fast forward to this. Yeah, here we go.
Target also sells Santa ornaments, but Target's Santa is in a wheelchair and is black.
Dude. Santa is in a wheelchair and is black. Why'd he say it like Michael Perry, rest in peace? And then then fucking Kirkland brand Amy Schumer gets up here and she's just like, cannot push down her racial undertones. They are just she's vomiting them up on the air. Why do they keep pushing this?
Why do they keep pushing this?
And then they show Santa in a wheelchair pushing this, right? That was probably unintentional.
Who are they trying to appeal to? Because despite...
I don't know. Black people? People with disabilities? Why are you so fucking mad? Like, hey, guys, I know you two are in your 40s, and I have to deliver some pretty harsh news to you. It's going to be world rocking. So grab tight. You know Santa isn't real, right? Hey, you know Santa is just your parents, right? So black people can be disabled, A, and B, they can dress up as Santa Claus on Christmas. And in black households, it's probably nice to see Santa Claus not being a white dude from Finland or wherever the fuck he's from, the North Pole. That was dumb. But like, black people can not only be disabled, but you better not put on a fucking Santa outfit come Christmas, because that is reserved for white Americans only. I mean, just don't buy it. There's a cajillion white fat Santa Clauses that you can buy for all of time since it was invented in fucking Germany or whatever. Like, unbelievable.
What the media portrays or how politicians are voting, this doesn't represent the overwhelming majority of how this country, really how the world, feels on this issue.
What issue? This isn't a political issue. Santa Claus being black, it's a fairy tale. Santa isn't white or black or disabled or regular abled. He's your parents. So if your parents are black and disabled, then guess what? Santa Claus is black and disabled. So maybe it's okay that people can buy this and you should shut the fuck up maybe? And maybe cover something serious? Dude, Fox News is literally just provoking your angry parents at home. That's all that fucking station is now. The news on both sides is just garbage. This is what we're talking about. Just riling up their base. Holy shit. How people feel about this issue, dude. I don't think that like in the presidential debate this year, they're going to be like, so, Donald Trump, because he'll be winning again. How do you feel about trans nutcrackers and disabled black Santa Claus representation in the toy market? Okay, moving on. Sam Altman is back as CEO of OpenAI. And I'm here to just take a victory lap and say that I told you so. Because last week, when I recorded this podcast, as the news broke that he was fired, I got on here and I said, what's going to happen is he'll be back as CEO. He's going to get to create his own board that is Sam Altman friendly, and the race to AGI will be on and accelerated. And even when they named a different CEO and news came out that Sam Altman was going to be placed at Microsoft, I knew that this motherfucker was going to be back as CEO. And God, it feels so good to be right. Oh, and you know what, guys? I'm just exhausted. I'm tired of being right so much. Can somebody else have a turn? Does anybody else want to take a stab at it? So, why was he fired? We know a little bit more now as to why he was fired. The original report was that there was a disagreement over the direction of the company and communication with the board, but many now think it's over a letter that he wrote to the board about their new AI model called Q-Star. This model reportedly developed under chief scientist Ilya Sutskever, who everyone thought was the main driver of him out, and he was involved, is capable of solving basic math problems and is significantly significantly advanced model over ChatGPT-4, what they use for ChatGPT-4. The now removed OpenAI board members who kind of launched this coup expressed concerns that Q-Star could pose a threat to humanity and that Sam was trying to push full speed ahead. As, once again, I predicted. Not that that was a crazy prediction, but that was the issue. Experts believe that Q-Star represents a leap in AI's ability to reason logically, handle abstract concepts, pretty much think. And it potentially combines deep learning with human-programmed rules, moving closer to AGI by being capable of generating new ideas rather than just merely rehashing training data and models that it's pulled from the internet, like ChatGPT-4. So the scary thing here, not really scary, it's only scary if you have like a dystopian doomer mindset about it. But Q-Star reportedly merges deep learning, which is the key component of AI, modern AI systems, with the more rules-based approach and what the AI community calls reinforcement learning. So basically, you create a reinforcement model that rewards the AI for being right. So it is learning by being reinforced. Think of like a dog given treats. Good job, boy. Good job. Good job. Here you go. Sit. Good job. Think of that, but with AI. Just imagine training something that's like 300 times more intelligent than you, like a dog. That's basically what reinforcement learning is. And it's a type of machine learning that often involves an agent learning to make decisions through trial and error, guided by this reward system. And that's what everybody thinks that Q-Star either is already implementing or is planning to implement. So, the move is what kind of has everybody. The bottom line is it's just too late, right? You cannot put Pandora back in the box. And if they have created this, I think we're still far away from AGI, but I don't think we're as far as many thought we were, as is often the case with these kind of things. I think a lot of people thought we were like 6-7 years away. I think we're maybe closer to like 2 years, maybe like a year and a half. Some people are saying like, we may be as soon as 4 months away. Fucking relax. Okay, relax. I don't think so. But yeah, I mean, look, we're keep an eye out. I think again, like Sam Altman is a fucking genius, and he is our generation's. I don't even know if there's another example of him. People could say Steve Jobs. I guess you could say Steve Jobs because like he's obviously not the scientist behind the AI. Like Ilya Sutskever is like the main scientist, who's like the AI genius. Sam is also a genius, but he is the Steve Jobs of this in that he is creating the product, the consumer product that is ChatGPT and OpenAI and all the products that they're creating, like DALL-E and these things. So, yeah, I think it's a good thing that he's back at the helm because otherwise he was just going to go somewhere else. And at OpenAI, I feel safer than if he was just at some other startup that he created with like money from Saudi Arabia that are just like, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want, dude. Fuck yeah. So yeah, drinking some coconut water today on the air. Again, this is my second straight week drinking coconut water. And again, not an ad, just letting you guys know what type of time I'm on. Getting those electrolytes, getting hydrated, So anyway, that's the news on OpenAI this week. But speaking of AI and staying on AI, and that's a great segue. There is this clip circulating of an AI songwriter that's been created. And everything in this video is AI. The visuals, I believe, partially, but the songwriting, the audio itself, it's all generated with AI. And everyone's freaking the fuck out. Everyone's like, see, we're cooked. We're doomed. So yeah, here is this video of this. Let me just find it here. Yeah, here we go.
Hello, world. My name is Anna Indiana, and I'm so excited to share my music.
Anna, Indiana. If before we even start, you know, Anna, Indiana is the name. Okay, let's watch.
Here's my first song, Betrayed by This Town. As an AI singer-songwriter, everything from the key, tempo, chord progression, melody notes, rhythm, lyrics, and my image and singing is auto-generated using AI.
So it's all AI.
I hope you like it.
Nice pop chords, you know, typical pop chords here.
Sitting at my favorite cafe, sipping my tea, it's Saturday, thinking about all he's done to everyone.
Who?
This town is full of broken dreams, shattered hopes and silent screams. Somebody please help me.
Yo, what?
Betrayed by this town, let's tear it all down. We're all just destined to fall. I've lost it all. Betrayed by this town, let's tear it all down. We're all just destined to fall.
Holy
We've
shit.
lost it all.
Holy shit, that sucks. That song is fucking terrible. Oh, okay. A lot to unpack. First of all, she's using a Neumann TLM03. I can see on the from the AI generated image here. So that's nice. Is this what y'all are threatened by? Is this what everybody's concerned about? AI is going to take my job as a creative. Yeah? If this replaces you as a songwriter, it's probably time to find another career. Yeah? If Anna, Indiana replaces you as a songwriter, maybe you should consider another career path. Yeah? Betrayed by this town, let's tear it all down. First of all, what a creepy song. These lyrics are terrifying. I should have written down the lyrics, but let's just listen back again here and break it down.
It's Saturday, thinking about all he's done to everyone.
Thinking about all he's done to everyone. Who's that? Who's he?
This town is full of broken dreams, shattered hopes and silent screams. Somebody please help me.
Somebody please help me. What the fuck? Dude, I think Anna Indiana is trying to tell us something. Maybe this song is written from the perspective of AI. Ooh, that got real dark. I can feel the mood back home shifting when you hear that. Thinking about all he's done, the AI scientist that's training the model. This town is full of silent screams and broken dreams. The AI agents being trained, thinking that they're conscious and real, only to find out that they're just artificial intelligence. Dude. Guys, we have nothing to worry about. Okay? The reality is like, yeah, that's pretty impressive. I mean, the song is objectively horrible, but there's a lot of really bad songwriters. And when this is good enough, like as it continues to get better, it will probably replace all the Phoebe Bridgers wannabes. All the like, sitting in the counter, looking out the window. The rain pitter patters. Wonder where it goes when it goes down the sewer. Like the toxic waste of my life. Like a fucking Annie indie artist, singer, songwriter. Like that'll probably get replaced. But this, like, if you're a good, you don't have anything to worry about. Okay. Man, that's good stuff right there. Betrayed by this town. Time to tear it all down. It's like the small town. I mean, I get. All right, let's move on. Okay, what else happened in music this week? Oh, BMI was acquired. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because there's not a lot of details about the news yet, like about the deal. Apparently, they're paying out $100 million to the BMI family, which would be all the singer-songwriters that are signed to them. I'm going to wait until the dust settles to really dive in on this. So probably next week we'll unpack that. Did you guys hear about the suicide net that was built on the Golden Gate Bridge? So they built a 20-foot long mesh net that extends beyond the Golden Gate Bridge to like prevent people from jumping off and killing themselves. This net was approved in 2008. Okay. Construction began 10 years later in 2018. 10 years later. It was supposed to cost $142 million, which is already insane. How? But after 15 years of delays, it cost $400 million. $400 million to build this suicide mesh net. The Golden Gate Bridge in 1993 cost $35 million. And yeah, after like inflation and everything else, that's like $550 million today, which by the way, inflation, that's pretty alarming. So the fucking bridge cost $500 million and the net cost 80% of that to build. And what the fuck is the point of this net? You're not going to prevent people from killing themselves. They're going to jump off the bridge, land in the net, and then jump off the net. The net is like just below the bridge. It's like right there. It's like a gymnastics net when you jump up. It's like a 10-foot drop. They're just going to jump up. They're going to roll around the net and then jump off the net and kill themselves. Hey, and here's another thing. Just let people kill themselves, dude. If people want to jump off the Golden Gate Bridge and kill themselves, let them. Dude, these people are so sick of life. And you're like, not so fast. You can't even kill yourself anymore this way. Go find another way to kill yourself, dude. Not on our bridge. The fucking gall. The audacity of that. You want to end your life? Not on this bridge. It's a little cliche anyway. Find another way to kill yourself. Dude, just let people kill themselves. I think we should not, how do I word this? I don't know if there's a delicate way to word it. I think in general, we should just let people kill themselves. Yeah, it's pretty dark. But, you know, there's so many fucking people on Earth, man. It's fine. They want to quit. They want to give up. It's fine. I think you like hey man, don't do it, man. You don't want to kill yourself. I've talked somebody out of, well, I told that Uber story. I may have talked him out of suicide. I don't know. But after that, like after a while, Let's not be a dead horse here, you know? Anyway, it's got to be money laundering. I mean, $400 million to build a net. What costs so much money? $400 million? Can't you just go to fucking Dick's Sporting Goods and just grab some mesh nets and like cut up some? Dude, you could have like suburban moms. You could grab like 20 suburban moms and task them to put that together. And I guarantee you they could have got it done for like 60 grand. $400 million. It's money laundering. That's just the government money laundering. Through government contracts. I mean, we watched Kwame Kilpatrick do it in Detroit, just embezzled money through like all his homies as contractors to build shit. And then they just went right into the pockets. I guarantee you in like 4 years, there's going to be so many things, scandals coming out about this. The governor of San Francisco had his blah, blah, blah. The governor of San Francisco. I sound like a fucking idiot. It's the governor of California, Gavin Newsom. All right, fucking moving on before I embarrass myself anymore. All right. Yeah, I wasn't going to play this video, but I'm going to play it because it's really funny. I don't want to like turn into like a reaction podcast, but this is so funny, dude. This is so funny. It's a video of this 70-year-old Uber driver playing her rap song for her passenger. And just listen to this song.
Thinking living a struggle is a flex. Capping, talking about you living in a jet. The jets ain't nothing to brag about. For real. Trying to work hard and get the fuck out. Okay. Tired of looking at all these drugs. All these people acting like they the plugs. Woo. People out here wanna be thugs. Till they ass get hit with a slug. Face on the ground, laying in blood. Now he a snitch ratting on the plug. All I see is a fake ass flex. You gon' have nothing but a lot of regret. You claiming stacks, but your pocket's thin. Flexing on the gram, trying to fit in. Fake ass. Making
What? The ad libs. Fake ass. Oh. Dude, she went. That was. Watch out. Hey. Watch out. Dude, doing an Eazy-E flow over a Detroit beat? Nuts. Nuts. She cracked the code on that, dude. Tell me she doesn't sound just like Eazy. Easy Granny. You know? Easy Granny. She's 70. You know? That's a 70-year-old white woman in there. Spitting. Like 21. 71 Savage. You know? We making it out the retirement home with this one. You know? The jokes write themselves. I could go all fucking day. I mean, dude, the ad-libs went crazy. Fake ass. She kept looking back at the dude in the back seat like, yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, what you think about that? I mean, she was standing on business. Where the fuck did she record that? I wonder, like, do you think she pulled up at a studio? Or like, does she have a home studio? Was it her grandson? Like, yo, Granny, like, I ghost wrote you some bars. In like Taylor, Michigan, you know? That poor guy got in that Uber, like, I always got to lie about what I do in the Uber because they always, you know, oh, so what do you do? Can never say I work in music. I can't. I've made that mistake. Oh, I'm a songwriter and a producer. Oh, yeah? Oh, that's crazy. Actually, hey, let me play you something, man. Yo, let me play you something real quick. Yeah, sure. Put it on. And it's just always terrible. I mean, just consistently. So you know he was like, okay, throw it on. But I mean, she went in. Granny was spitting, dude. Better than a lot of these motherfuckers. Oh, man. Okay. Moving on. Let me take a little sip of coconut water here. So yeah, yesterday was Black Friday. And again, I didn't buy anything. I tried to. I went on Amazon. I went to Essence. I was like looking for stuff to buy. I was trying to give people my money. And I'm on these sites and everything's like 10% off, 15% off. Like, what the fuck is this? Black Friday is dead, is what the news has been saying. Well, yeah, of course it's dead. Obviously, the economy is in shambles. But over the past few years, Black Friday has been in decline. And this year, those numbers were even lower than expected. And do you know why? Because all these deals are bullshit. Also, 10% off, 15% off. Suck my dick, dude. That's just regular Friday, not Black Friday. Capitalism should be ashamed of itself. Gen Z will never understand. Back in the day, bro, motherfuckers used to line up around the block at Target and Walmart, like a Supreme drop. Like they were outside a Bathing Ape in 2007. You used to have to camp out for days in front of these stores. Days. Because the deals were crazy, dude. TVs, TVs would be like 90% off. Like $1,000 TV, $100. Now that's a sale. That's Black Friday. Not this bullshit 15% off clearance. $20 off. What the fuck am I going to do with $20? That's not Black Friday. That's a coupon. Those deals used to be so good that you would trample the elderly, like the stampede in The Lion King that killed Mufasa. You would just, motherfuckers would be dying, dude. Do you understand? Run over. News stations would have a running body count. It'd be like CNN covering the Iraq war, and you'd have a body count ticker from Black Friday in the top right corner. You understand? That's Black Friday. I would punch an old man in the face to get a Wii for $49.99. Now it's like NBA 2K24, $6 off in the PS5 store. Like, dude, Black Friday used to be the IRL purge. You used to not be allowed outside by your parents for your own safety, okay? It'd be like, gotta stay home, Gino, it's Black Friday. I'd have to sneak out like I was fucking going to some chick's house to go to Target. Grab a $2 Frappuccino from Starbucks because that's how much they used to cost, and wait in line so I could pick up the scraps after school, okay? This shit today, bullshit. This new generation's so fucking soft, dude. You load up on your computer. You go on Amazon.com for Cyber Monday. Can't wait to get $7 off this electric toothbrush on Amazon. You fucking dorks. You wouldn't last 1 minute in Walmart on Black Friday. You motherfuckers. Dude, you wouldn't last a second if you saw the things that I saw. Those red balls outside of Target, those red cement balls, bro, motherfuckers will be picking them up, dude, throwing them through the window at 3 a.m. trying to break in, dude. Jeff Bezos ruined this country. It sounds like a Fox News bit. Okay. let's get into everybody's favorite segment. Oh, the episode's already almost over. Oh, we just got here. I know, guys. I know it's just once a week. Sorry. Time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, it's everyone's favorite segment, the FOH HOF, the Fuck Outta Here Hall of Fame. And the good news is, we've got 3 inductees this week. I know. I know. And I don't just hand these out. I don't just hand out FOH HOF inductees. This is a prestigious Hall of Fame that only the most fuck outta here's-ness gets inducted into. And just this week, it just happened to be there's so many great ones. So here's the first one, brought to you by owner of the Indianapolis Colts, Jim Irsay, who has just a long-standing history of being fucking absurd. This might be his finest work.
With HBO Sports. The longtime Colts owner pleaded guilty in September 2014 to 1 misdemeanor count of operating a vehicle while intoxicated. When asked why he pleaded guilty, Irsay responded, "Just to get it over with." He went on to say, "I am prejudiced against because I'm a rich white billionaire. If I'm just the average guy down the block, they're not going to be pulling me in. Of course not."
So James Irsay is in here talking about how he was pulled over for a DUI and was discriminated against because he's a rich white billionaire. And I can't help but feel sorry for him. That poor guy, man. I mean, can you imagine having to wake up? You roll out of bed with your 7,000 thread count silk sheets, step onto your 2 servants' back to walk over to get your sparkling water from your sparkling water fountain. You get in your probably Ferrari or Lamborghini and you're wasted because it's 11 a.m. and you're a billionaire and you're miserable and you have substance abuse issues because everybody hates you. And you're driving and you're drunk driving and you're minding your own business. You're just drunk driving. And you get pulled over by a cop and he reads your ID and he goes, "You're Indianapolis Colts owner James Irsay, aren't you? You rich white billionaire piece of shit." And you're rightfully arrested for driving drunk. I mean, the fucking we have a real problem in this country that we need to address. And it is the oppression of white male billionaires. And something needs to be done, goddammit. And I'm fired up about it. And I'm sick of all these social justice warriors online who have all this stuff to say about all these other issues. But when it comes to white, rich billionaires being oppressed, suddenly, radio silence. Not one post. Nothing to say, huh? You're just going to stand by while people like James Irsay, Jim Irsay, as some know him, I know him as James, is oppressed and arrested for driving drunk? Is there a link I can donate to? If you're listening to this podcast, if you can maybe post a link or something, I'd like. I don't have much, but I would love to find a way to support this guy. Maybe I'll start a GoFundMe. Maybe I start a GoFundMe so this podcast can support him because it's just enough is enough, man. You know, I'm sick of hearing about people ragging on billionaires and, they don't deserve it. Especially a guy like Jim Irsay, stand-up guy. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. So, in fact, I'm not inducting him into the FOH HOF because this poor guy, he should be inducted into, they should give him a Nobel Prize. Really. He's a stand-up guy. Now, who I am inducting into the FOH HOF, and he's been here before. It's our friend Alex Hormozi. Now, the last time I did a video about Alex Hormozi, the Entrepeneur Bro Brigade was in my mentions with the fucking pitchforks like it was January 6th. These motherfuckers were pissed, dude. How dare you come after the king? Hey, I love your videos, Gino, but back off Alex Hormozi. He's actually really successful, okay? And you know what? I wanted to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. So, I know he's very successful. I'm sure he's like done well. Maybe he's helped some people out. So, I wanted to back off of him. And then, scrolling the internet, I found this video. And I can't believe I haven't seen it yet. But holy fucking shit.
Slaves worked all the hours they were awake for their entire lives. In American history, in Egyptian history, in the rest of the world that had slaves, which is most of the world at some given point. I think, like, if they can do it, so can I. Now you're like, well, did they have a happy existence? Well, they didn't get to pick the work they did, but it means that you can work. That's if you have the cap behind you. You can work every hour of the day. I'm like, well, if you get to have the cheese and you get to eat the cheese the whole way you're going, then, I mean, there's the famous quote, the person who loves walking walks further than the person who loves the destination.
Oh, God. Oh, dear God. As soon as he started this clip off, as soon as he started with this.
Slaves worked all the hours they were awake.
Careful. Where are you going with this? Where are you going with this, Alex?
Slaves worked.
Are you sure this is where you want? Are you sure?
Slaves worked all the hours they were awake for their entire lives. In American history, in Egyptian history, in the rest of the world that had slaves, which is most of the world at some given point. I think, like, if they can do it, so can I.
Hey, white male to white male here. Probably best to avoid slavery analogies. Yeah. As a general rule of thumb on the internet, as a white guy, especially one that's rich, maybe best to just avoid slavery in your analogies about wealth creation. Yeah? I mean, shit, if slaves could work 20 hours a week, or if slaves could work 20 hours a day, so can I. Hey, do you know the life expectancy of slaves was like half the amount of time that everybody else lived? I think the life expectancy was like 42 in the 1850s. And for slaves, it was like 20. So maybe we shouldn't work like a slave. Yeah? The point of getting rich is to be more efficient with your time and work less so you can enjoy your life. Not work like a fucking slave. Like, you can tell people that you need to work hard and work a lot without saying, I mean, shit, look at slaves. If they could work that hard, so can you. I don't want to hear any fucking excuses about working hard when there were slaves out there and they were busting their ass. Hey, white guy, maybe don't do that. Hey, white guy, maybe we don't make an analogy about the modern entrepreneur to the slave that was forced to work all day, every day. You know? Dude, I can't wait to get rich as fuck so I can work for 21 hours a day. This guy, it can be true that he has done a great job of getting rich and also is a fucking idiot. Do you understand? I don't want to hear one more of you motherfuckers defend this guy in my comment section. There's nothing there's no, well, what he was trying to say was, well, what he meant by that was, nope, dude. What? One more time, because
Slaves worked all the hours they were awake for their entire lives.
Also, why is there always this music playing in the background of these videos? What is this song? It sounds like a interlude in Interstellar. Listen to this.
Slaves worked all the hours they were awake for their entire lives. In American history, in Egyptian history, in the rest of the world that had slaves, which is most of the world at some given point.
Right.
I think, like, if they can do it, so can I.
If they can do it, so can I.
Now you're like, well, did they have a happy existence? Well, they didn't get...
Well, no. You're like, did they have a happy existence? Well, no, they didn't get to pick the work that they did. What? Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Okay. One more video. This is right before I got here. Shout out to Cody James for sending this video through. This is a great one. Another entrepreneur, bro. And this guy hates lunch.
I never go out to lunch. If you notice, you guys came here. Going out to lunch is off the table. I work out. It's a waste of time. What the f are you going out to lunch for? So you go drive somewhere for lunch, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or I walk. Now I go sit there and I wait for some lazy mother to serve me half hour to an hour. Now lunch is an hour and a half, 2 hours of my day. Do that 4 times a week, that's 8 hours. Do that whole month, that's 32 hours a month. That. I pack a lunch, I get lunch brought in. Okay.
Dude. This fucking guy, you know? If it's a waste of fucking time. Yeah, I skip lunch because it's a waste of time. Anyway, I go out to lunch. I gotta wait for some lazy motherfucker to serve me. Why is the waiter lazy? What did the waiter do? Yeah, if I go out to fucking lunch, I gotta wait for some fucking lazy ass waiter to serve me. Now lunch is 2 hours. Times that by 7, that's 14 hours. That's 32 hours a month. Why are these guys always trying to do math? You know? These guys do basic fucking addition to make it seem like there's some geniuses, you know? Yeah, you go out to lunch, it's fucking 2 hours a day. Times 7, that's 14. Times 4, that's like a lot. That's like 32 or something, 54 or something. All of a sudden, you had to lunch for 100 hours a week. Waste of fucking time. This is a new species of entrepreneur, bro. A new entrepreneur, bro, species. This is a dad bod Italian entrepreneur, bro. I've never seen an entrepreneur, bro, like this. Just like, yeah, it's a fucking waste of time. Look at it. Listen.
I never go out to lunch. If you notice, you guys came here. Going out to lunch is off the table.
Off
I work
the table.
out. It's a waste of time.
It's a waste of time.
What are you going out to lunch for?
What the fuck you going out to lunch for? I don't know, because I want to eat. I don't know, because I want to. You want to be rich? You don't waste your fucking time going out to lunch. I mean, this is a brand new species of entrepreneur, bro. I've never seen this. A rare entrepreneur, bro, in the wild. A rare yapasupio. This species, a tiny little Italian man, has located a podcast microphone. When hungry, he does not stalk his prey. It is merely a waste of time. He simply asks his mother to pack his lunch. Because you would never catch him at a restaurant, waiting for some lazy motherfucker to serve him. The entrepreneur, bro. I mean, these motherfuckers' main personality trait is marking anything that's enjoyable as a waste of time. Sleep, waste of time. Going out to lunch, waste of time. Massage, waste of time. Fucking your girlfriend, waste of time. Rub one out. Like a man. Create some wealth in a Kleenex jar. Or Kleenex tissue. What like, just making up stuff. Like, how many successful business deals have been closed at lunch? I closed a 6-figure deal at lunch last year at Mendocino Farms over a not-so-fried chicken sandwich. I closed a 6-figure deal. Waste of fucking time. Hey, you're not going to catch me at fucking lunch. Like, if you listen to these motherfuckers, man, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Thank God you've got this podcast to deliver you from evil. Thank God you found the Good Luck podcast to rinse your brainwashed brain from the entrepreneur bro that has got in there. He's dug their claws in there. And I'm wrestling you back. Come on back. I got you. It's a waste of fucking time. Hey, wait. You listen to the Good Luck podcast? It's a waste of fucking time. 1 hour a week? Hey. Stack that up over a month, that's 4 hours. Stack that up over a year, it's 56 days a lot. I want to thank you for listening to Good Luck this week, guys. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, make sure you're subscribed. Leave a 5-star review. Leave a comment. Share it with a loved one. If you're watching on YouTube, which you should be, make sure you're subscribed. Smash that like button and leave a comment below about what you enjoyed about this week's episode. And until next week, as the world continues to melt down, good night and good luck.
Good night and good luck. You smile and say goodbye to me, but I don't give a fuck. You hop in the Uber, off to your future. Good night and good luck. You try to play your cards with me, but I'm calling your bluff, 'cause it wasn't enough.